Guys, these are the days that make rural living just so super special. Last night we got somewhere in the neighborhood of 2.5 inches of snow. What a beautiful place, what a beautiful farm out here on the snow. Buddy is a beautiful dog. Hey boy, he's a good old boy. He loves the snow. Guys, welcome to the Stoney Ridge Farm channel. Today I'm Josh, Stoney Ridge Farmer. Today we're gonna be having some fun. We're gonna talk about the woes of snows. So the woes of snows on a farm. The cows really don't have much to eat when it snows like this. Right now they're taking their noses and kind of pushing the snow aside. So we're gonna get one of these hay bales right here and we're gonna take it over to the cows. Just so you guys know, the John Deere tractor is down. The clutch, we replaced the clutch in it, and the clutch had a misbalance in it somehow, so it was kind of vibrating a little bit. I called the John Deere guys, they jumped right back on it. So it's at John Deere getting service. We're gonna fire up the skid loader here today, and we're gonna hook up to the bale spear, haul a bale over, and I'm gonna show you a cool treat at the end of the video. We got something cool for the skid loader. So let's have some fun today on the farm, all right? Woo!
I ain't afraid of work. I ain't afraid of play. I ain't afraid to get the job done and do it my own damn way. I ain't afraid of life, times like this. If you mess with my freedom, I'll tell you just what you can kiss. That's right.
So we're up here in our equipment shed. This is our tractor shed. Guys, if this is your first time to the Stoney Ridge Farm channel, welcome to the channel. I appreciate you coming here. Please pound that like button. Jump in here, subscribe to the channel, help support rural content here in America. It's awesome. What we have here is a John Deere 250. We picked this up for our farm sometime around, I guess about 3 weeks ago, something like that. Right now we've got the bucket on it because the last thing I was doing was loading up the manure spreader. So we're gonna disconnect the bucket. We raise up 2 little arms. You'll see me do that. I'll start this machine up. We want it to get to good optimal running temperature. So I'm gonna let it run for 3 to 5 minutes, something like that, until I see that needle start to move on the temperature gauge. Then we'll throw on the bale spear and we'll go pick up a bale of hay. Now we store our hay outside. We'll talk a little bit more about that. We've learned a little bit. We just left Greg Judy's ranch out in central Missouri. Super awesome, very educational time. And next year we're gonna do things just a little bit different, just by seeing how Greg Judy's operation works. Super cool. There'll be a link down the video description to his channel. Great guy, just a great wealth of knowledge when it comes to cows and farming and stuff like that. If you're here for the fun on the Stoney Ridge, here goes. So I'm gonna unhook this real quick. There are 2 arms on there. Basically, I flip those arms up. Now this bucket can be free. I'll start the machine up, let it warm up a little bit, back it out, drop the bucket, pick up the bale spear, take the hay bale up, and then we'll run and grab something on the back of the pickup truck. I think you guys are gonna like it. Awesome. Yeah, it's cold out. Get a little more gas. So we got the bale spear all hooked up to the John Deere 250 right here. Guys, if you want a discount on a bale spear or on a pallet fork, those are the 2 implements we're going to be using today. We work with Titan Attachments and they provide coupon codes for my viewers, which is super duper cool. So the bale spear we're using today is not a Titan Attachments bale spear. It's some off-brand, I don't know what the heck it is. However, if you want a discount on a bale spear, I believe Stoney Spike is a discount code, and there's also discounts for pallet forks. It's called, I think it's Stoney forks. There'll be links down in the video description in case you need this stuff for your homestead. Let's talk about the hay bales we're getting ready to use. See these hay bales? They have snow on them. The top portion of this hay bale, about that deep, is probably going to waste. Even the sides are going to waste. Here's something that I did and I messed up. I want you guys to know I messed up. Don't butt your hay bales beside each other, because you're gonna make another rotten spot right in between there. So there's a rotten spot on the top, there's a rotten spot on the bottom, and there'd be a rotten spot in between the bales. So it's something to think about, things that I've learned and things that I didn't know. What we're gonna do here is grab up this bale and take it over the hill to the cows. If I had thought about it, I wouldn't have it staged right here. In other words, I don't want to drive hay bales or move hay bales or move equipment. We want to think about what's going to have the least impact on the land and what's going to have the least impact on the hay bale. So next year, we're going to set our hay bales up. We have some plastic pallets. We're going to probably buy our hay. Got a little eye opener. When our hay baler caught on fire, we could have lost our tractor, our baler. There's a whole lot of equipment that I'm having to maintain, and if you really think about it, I'm wasting money by baling my own hay. I should be buying my hay. When I can buy it for $25 or $30 a round bale, it makes no sense to bale it. Tell me what you think, guys. Post a comment down there in the comments section. Do you think we should go on and get rid of our baler and all of our hay equipment? The guy I bought my stuff from got rid of his because it's so cheap to buy hay. I enjoy it, but gosh, when it comes to dollars and cents, so what are we gonna do? We're gonna waste money? We're gonna spend $35 on our own bales, or go out and buy bales for 25 bucks, have them here on the farm, and bring that carbon to the farm. So in other words, that turns to manure, that turns to carbon, and that builds soil. Let's load up a hay bale. Very difficult to drive a skid steer and hold a camera, so we're gonna set the camera down, toss the drone up in the air here in just a second, and follow me down there to the pasture. Where we're gonna be working in the pasture is a bare spot. Basically, it's a spot what Grandpa used to call dead land. In other words, it needs biologic material. So we're gonna set this hay bale down, and whatever goes to waste will be put back on the land right there. In probably 2 years or so, that area will really recover and really be strong and really have a robust stand of grass. Pretty cool. We're down here at the gate. The cows know when I'm coming, that means food. They'll start moving toward me. They're up there grazing right now. We've got some awesome stockpiled forage for them up there. We've got our water system right here running also. So we're filling up 2 100-gallon water tanks, a passive water flow system that runs from our pond up here. So what we have here is the gate. Every gate on the farm, hands down, needs a lock on it. I'm gonna unlock this gate and I'll show you the lock that we use. I don't use a keyed lock because I don't want to have to carry keys with me all the time. I'll show you. This is the type of lock that we use. Very simple. It's a master lock. I'll post a link down in the video description. It is a combination lock, a 4-number combination. I use this on every gate on the farm. Guys, what's to stop some prankster, some teenager, or whoever from coming up and unlocking your gate and releasing your animals, and that causing some serious problems for somebody? Somebody hits one of these cows out on the road out here and we have a life and death situation. It's a horrible thing. I think about it all the time. You really need to protect your animals and protect other people from being harmed. So whenever we get done with the lock, we get ready to work on the fence, I'll just clip it right here, right onto the wire there. It's stored. When I get done, I'll come back out, I'll lock it back up. Now I've got food on the skid steer. The cows are gonna be going after that food. They want that food for sure. So they probably won't come out the gate. It's muddy, and that wheeled skid steer doesn't do good in the mud at all. So I'm gonna get up here as close as I can. I'm gonna get in the gate, and I'm gonna get over in that grassy area. Right up between those trees is where I wanna drop my hay bale, because that's where I wanna get started rejuvenating the land. Let's do it. Now don't forget, at the end of the video, I got something really cool to show you. We're gonna unload it off the truck. Snow on a farm, guys. It's not all fun and games. It's a beautiful thing for sure, but it's not all fun and games. So let's talk about where I just put this bale, and the reason we didn't put it inside a bale ring or a cradle feeder. Look right here. See that? It's a little gully. It's about 6 inches deep. What I'm trying to do is fill that gully with biologic material. So the next bale that I get, I'm gonna put right here and right here. Hopefully, we're just about out of bale feeding season here. I'm gonna step up here. You'll see how gentle these cows are. This is number 3, I call him Butthead. And I saw a little string here. Get that string out. Many a cow's been to the vet because a piece of twine in his tummy. Cow can't digest that at all. These guys are chowing down, man. What gentle animals. I'll say it again, I've said it before. This is what I've been missing in my life. Super cool, super duper cool. That's it for what's going on today. Just had to go out, drop a bale of hay to the cows. Stick around after the credits if you want to see what we're unloading off the back of the pickup truck. I'll just go ahead and do a spoiler alert. It's a set of tracks for this machine so that we don't do that, what we just did. So we need a set of tracks on our wheeled skid loader in order to make it a lot more versatile here on the farm. So we're gonna go unload those real quick. You'll get a little sneak peek at a future video. I know my truck is relieved to get those off of there, man. This is a set of grouser tracks, okay? And the way these work, we're gonna get a little close up and talk about them. This set of tracks, we'll lay it out on the ground. We're gonna do a full installation video. We're also gonna do a before and after. So we're gonna take the skid loader over on the other side of the farm, run up some really steep stuff, and I'll show you just how slick these tires are. In other words, when you get in snotty mud and mess, those tires are absolutely worthless. That machine won't move. It just won't move. So we put a set of grouser tracks on it, and it's a much more capable machine. Instead of spending 40 or 50 grand or 35 to 50 grand to 80 grand on a skid steer that has tracks, we can do track over tires and save that money. Pretty awesome. All right, these are the tracks. It's a steel track. It looks like rubber, but it's a heavy duty steel track right here. This pallet weighs 916 pounds. We'll lay all these out and then we'll run right over top of them with the wheels on the skid steer, and we'll buckle them in. So the skid steer will go from a machine that's worthless in the mud to a machine that just absolutely kicks butt in the mud. So that's it. That's what's going on the farm today, guys. Thanks a lot for joining me here on the Stoney Ridge Farm. I hope you learned a little bit today about feeding your cows, about where to put your hay bales, about putting tracks on your skid steer, how to hook and unhook stuff, just all kinds of fun stuff here today on the farm. Thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate you. Be sure you pound that like button on your way out the door. Jump in here, subscribe to the channel. We've got somewhere in the neighborhood of 700 videos out, and we're not stopping. This is our 200-acre farm right here. We took it from a briar patch, and we're making a beautiful farm, a working farm that we're gonna make money on, and we'll show you how to make money on your farm. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you next time on the Stoney Ridge. All right? Woo!
Well, come on down to the Stoney Ridge. Bring your wife and bring your kids. We're living life pure and sweet. That's the way it's supposed to be, Stoney Ridge.